Hi, well, this was quite a surprise find. I actually went into TK Maxx to have a look for the Halloween things because I know they're advertising they've got a lot of Halloween products. I don't think ours has got too much in yet, so that was a shame. So I didn't really buy any Halloween things, but we decided, as always, I had to look around the toys because you never know in these sort of places. And I just was expecting normal standard Barbies or, I don't know, maybe a Rainbow High, something like that. I was just going to see if they had anything on offer. Now, TK Maxx is a little bit of an odd one if you're not used to them. To me, it seems like they're end-of-line things or they're just random things, really. But you can sometimes get some really good deals. I'm not bothered about the clothes. I don't do the whole designer thing and that. I don't look at that. But I do look at the household and I do look in the toy section and gift section and things like that. So we're just pottering around, seeing if there's anything perhaps for my grandchildren, anything like that. When all of a sudden I see something on the shelf which didn't seem to fit. It is a doll. It is a Mattel doll, but it's not something I expected to find in a children's section. And here it is. Ta-da! It is a Barbie Lux doll. And yeah, okay, maybe they would have things like that. But I have been eyeing these up because I don't have many guy dolls and I wanted a few more. But the biggest surprise was this price, because I've been looking and you're looking at £30-ish. You might occasionally get an offer on. You're not going to go below early mid-20s, I would have said. Remember, we're in pounds here. So I've ummed and ahed. Do I really want one? This was £16.99. I am saying that right. Yes, it was definitely £16.99. I couldn't really leave him on the shelf, could I? But I don't see this as a toy. I see this as a collector's doll. Maybe an older child might want to collect them, but they're not really something they're going to be playing with, especially at their usual price. Although saying that, are not a lot of dolls hitting around that £30 upwards now. You can get the odd one cheaper, but they are the basic ones. But you know, your Rainbow Highs, etc., your LOL dolls, they're all hitting that 30+ range now. So I think £16.99 was a massive bargain. I know these have fantastic articulation, which was the other thing I'm now looking for. I'm looking more dolls that have an articulation. Even if I pick them up from the charity shops now, I'm picking out the ones that have articulation rather than anything else, because I do like to do the photography with them. So I was really over the moon when I found him. So we're going to be opening this top down. These Barbie looks are great. I only do have one other. And again, I do look for them if they're on offer, things like that, because I do know you can pay quite a bit for them. So I'm really, really, really pleased with him. So we're going to go top down now and have a little look at what these dolls do have to offer. So I'll see you in a second. So let's get into this handsome guy here. Now, as I mentioned, it is a Barbie Signature Lux doll, which are usually, obviously, slightly more premium than the other Barbies. And it is model number #4 there. And on the back, we do get to see what some of the other dolls from this collection are. They are all beautiful. I've watched a few people with different videos and I'm like, oh, I'd like that one. And oh, I'd like that one. My other one I've got isn't from this collection. I'm not sure. I mean, looking at it, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. Is that because this was the first collection and the other one's from the second one? I don't know. I sort of feel this is the second collection. If you know, please let me know. So I'm a bit rubbish where things are like that concerned. So you can see we have this nice sort of shiny, sort of very stylish looking box. But as I mentioned, the best thing there, I mean, it says there retail price should have been £32.99. I've seen them a lot more expensive than that. I've also seen them, you know, as I say, maybe if you're lucky, early 20s, something like that. £16.99 was not something to be sniffed at for one of these dolls. So I'm going to try and get in. I won't be keeping his box because I'm going to be keeping him. He's not going anywhere. So I'm not worried about the box too much. I'm just trying to see if it says anything there. It just says introducing the Barbie Lux dolls. Each is ready to style, pose and photograph and post. So yeah, these are really, I think, as I say, a collector's doll or maybe an older child's if they're sort of, because nowadays obviously they're doing Instagram and things like that a lot younger. I know my granddaughter likes to take photographs of her dolls if I'm doing it. So, I mean, she doesn't post them anyway. She just likes taking the photos. Right, so he slides out quite nicely there. So that is one thing that's nice and easy. Let's see what clips he has. trying to see. There is a stand. I wondered what was rattling about on the back. It's his stand. I could hear it rattling in the box. I was a little bit concerned something might be broken at first, but let's just cut this sellotape. Right, now something I learned on the last unboxing. What did I unbox? I can't even remember what I unboxed, but whatever. It might have been, it wasn't the Rainbow High, it was a Barbie. What did I unbox? I'm looking around. Oh yes, of course. It was my new Barbie that I got, my signature one. And something I've never really paid much attention to is these tags. Now, they've got folds. The folds are basically, so you can fold it and just push it through. Which makes it way more easy. It is plastic tags, fair enough, you know, we could do without this, but you know, companies are starting to work on it, which is always good. So look, all I'm doing, I'm hoping he's all right on the other side here. I'm just folding these and pushing them through, and I'm hoping, I can feel he's sort of dropping through, that it's going to allow me just to pull him through. Now there is this little one, and again it's what I found out on my last one. This seems to be on the slightly more expensive dolls. You just basically, you twist it and you push it through. It's rather than cutting about at things. Let's see if the poor fella's going to fall out. No, he isn't. Right, oh, we have, yeah, that's sort of come out. His feet are quite well attached there. I am going to cut that one, but please be careful when you're cutting the dolls out. I've had accidents before now. And his stand, which I shouldn't have pulled out like that, and I have done, so my box has ripped. That was bad of me. Oh, my camera shook as well. Oh, dear me. It's one of those days. So that's the other half of his stand. We all know how a stand works, I'm pretty sure by now. This is his certificate of authenticity. There is still, oh, it'll be the top bit, that's what's rattling about, isn't it? Right, so we'll take that out, we'll put that to one side. Yep, it is. It's the clip around his waist. So that slides on like any others, and we know it just pushes in there, and hopefully it's got a tight fit. They don't all have, if I'm pushing it in enough. That's not a bad fit. It's not overly loose, overly tight. I think I've done it the right way around. I might not have. No, I have. It's the right way around. So it's just a plain black base. Just says Mattel 1997. So I presume it's just a standard base they've done for lots of different dolls. And then obviously they add the various size, which I keep knocking off here, for the clip to stand them on. So I'll pop that to one side, because that's not what we're looking at. He's still got this attached to him. Looks like he's got a strange plastic backpack. But again, the plastic tags, they're a little bit rubbery actually, these tags. So you can just twist them. Well, I say that, you can just twist them and they push through. They do, yes. It's just me. Because obviously when you're doing it on camera, you're sort of like working away from your body. So sometimes it's a little bit more difficult. There we go. That's better. So it's not tight on his neck or anything bad like that. And yeah, a little bit of plastic, but still a lot easier. Now, how's that attached to you, mister? Ah, look, you see, it's like, well, if I can show you actually. Oh, it's attached to him all over the place. Where is it? It's under his arms, round his back. Let's try and take it out, because I want to sort of show you what the fastening's about. Look, can you see, basically, so you have the little holes, and they've obviously fastened them around him, and then it just goes through and twists, and it holds it in place. I don't know whether that has any use for anything. I might have to think about that one. So we'll take that off. These, is it a little elastic? There's a tiny weeny bit of elastic around his wrists, which we will need to cut to get this plastic off. And that's one. Drop it on him, turn him round. I think I might have to just cut that plastic now the easiest way. And then the elastic will just slide off. I don't know what the point of the extra elastic is. Perhaps they found he rattled around in the box or something like that. I really don't know. So here he is. This is hashtag number 4. I could do with a name, couldn't he, bless him? Let's have a little closer look at him. We will start from the top. Obviously the hair, it is part like a suede effect here. And then we have sort of the tiniest of weeniest sort of braid sort of systems. I won't take his hair out, because if I take it out, I'm never going to get it back in like that, am I? So I'm going to have to make sure it's nice and smooth before he goes on display. But I'm going to have to be really careful, because it's so easy. If the elastic snaps or something like that, he's going to have hair absolutely everywhere. On the back of him, it's 2020 Mattel. Let's have a look. He has a lovely face. We have some nice movement. This is why they're great. That's why they're mentioned into photographing things. Look at the movement on this. He goes back, he goes forward, we go side to side. Obviously, we've got the normal turn there, which is brilliant. His clothing is like a strange mesh top he's got, which is easy to get off. And I presume it's just going to slide off. It's made of quite a stretchy fabric. So we will take his top off and we have a look at the articulation around his midsection. You can already see the articulation in the arms. I mean, absolutely wonderful. So obviously round and round. We have movement in the top. We have, I'm always scared about moving these. I know for the other one I got, I was nervous. So you have a 1, but there is like it did it, a double bend there. So they can really get their hands to their faces and sort of up. And again, the wrist. So, I mean, that articulation in that arm is pretty special. There's quite a lot of movement there. So obviously the other arm does the same. We have a bit of torso movement. Doesn't tiny weeny side to side, but it does that little bit of forward and back, which does help with posing. I'm just seeing what is that? I think that might have just been where his shirt was perhaps stuck to his back. There's a little bit of sticky something. So we have again, Anna is weird because apparently his head's 2020, but his body is 2019. Who knew? So you can see we have quite a lot of articulation there. So let's just check he's decent. He is. He has the proverbial sort of molded on underwear. We need to get his shoes off first. He's got these trainers. It says Ken on the trainers. I think like with the Barbie things, they all say Barbie. The guys things all say Ken. So it's just a basic sort of box set standard little trainer, which is okay. As you can see from taking the shoes off, his feet have, again, fabulous articulation. And look at the detail on their feet. Can you see the detailing on his feet? It is really nice. You can sort of even see the toenail, sort of like the little bump where the bones in the feet are. It is really, really good. So we know he's decent because he's got pretend underwear on. So we'll take his trousers off and have a look. Somebody else said about this. There was this bit wrapped round his knee. I don't know whether that's to keep the knee straight or still, but if it's one, why not the other? I don't know. Or is it to do with the packaging? There wasn't anything around his knee though, was there? I don't think there was. So we can take that off. Now, again, as I say, his underwear even says Ken on here. Great movement. We twist. There's some little marks on the back there, but that's okay. You know, they are made of plastic after all. And yeah, so you've got a few sort of marks where they've sort of cut them off the sprues, the molds, whatever they are. But we have, look at that. I mean, fancy being able to get, I'd love to be able to get my leg up there. Can't do that anymore. And we've got this sort of ankle movement. He's sort of quite balletic, isn't he? He's got sort of quite a, well, he's got a great physique. He's sort of definitely a model there. I think that is the idea of most of these ranges. Again, feet side to side. You can get him in some very strange sort of feet positions. Yeah, he's absolutely wonderful. He has this gorgeous skin tone as well, which does seem to be even all the way around the body. Sometimes, you know, you'll get a difference because the head's like a rubbery product, and then obviously you've got a plastic, and sometimes the colours didn't quite go, you know, like you get some, well, here you do get some areas that are shinier than the others, but that's okay. Like his legs here, that this is sort of like a duller plastic, where then you get some shiny bits. That could be just sort of movement and things like that. So I don't think there's anything else to really say about him. He is a lovely, lovely doll. Or, I don't know, should we call them dolls? Should we call them figures, action figures? I don't know. His jeans, white jeans. Oh, imagine being able to wear white jeans. I can't wear white anything. I get covered in whatever I'm doing. I get covered in it. So I'm really messy. I can't wear white clothes. So just some little stitched on details. Nothing exciting. He's very chic in just plain white. He clearly doesn't do anything that gets him dirty. So, you know, he's obviously a well-off model, perhaps. He's got his shoes on. And then we get this, like I say, very strange little stretchy vest top, which is just very simply stitched. It works. It works for the style that he is. Let's see if we can get it back on him, though. Right, arms up, mister. And is that front or back? Let's have a little look first. Let me lay it down first. Yeah, that's the front. So it's just a bit stretchy. I think you'd have to be a bit careful putting it on and off, so as you didn't rip the seams, because then, like I say, not wonderful seams. And get it over his hair as well. I don't want to mess that hair up, because it looks amazing like that. Right, so pop your arms down. He doesn't look like he's very pleased with me. He's looking at me like as if to say, oh, just put me on my stand. But yeah, referring to the clothing, if we go back to these, as you can see, it's a very sort of black white design clothes that they are looking at. Everything is the same colours. They're Oh, hang on. She does look like she's got silver shoes, which is a bit weird because everybody else is in black and white. And then she looks like she's got a silver trainers on. I do love her hair. I think she's out of this world. And I like the fact she's a curvy girl as well. So I really, really wouldn't mind getting her. But I think I will just keep looking for when they are on sale. Because if I can get one for $16.99, that's wonderful for me. You know, you don't want to pay out unless you have to, do you? I know I do pay out for some of my dolls. But, you know, it's got to be one that is really, oh, I have to have that. I know there's no such thing. But you know what it's like if you're a doll collector. You'll see something that somebody else has, oh, I'm throwing him about here, that somebody else has got on and it sets you off and you're like, oh, it's just so lovely. So I've got birthdays coming up. So I'm like trying to give people lists at home. I'm like, oh, well, I would really like that. I know one I've got coming, which I'm really excited about. That's going to be a birthday present from my husband. So it's in the house. I'm not allowed to look. You will get to see it, but I'm not allowed to look until my birthday. But it's all exciting. So let's have another quick look at this wonderful face and sculpt that this guy has got. Absolutely love him. Absolutely. Look at that bone structure. He's got amazing bone structure, those cheekbones. So he's going to be going up on my shelf with my other girl that is from this range. I am not going to deliberately collect this range. If I find one like this, I will buy it. Otherwise, it'll be just sort of waiting as they go along, or if there's one that I particularly really, really want. So I'm going to say bye-bye for now. I'm going to put this guy back on the shelf. So I'll pop him on his stand and get him up there. I do need to sort these shelves out, but we're doing lots of sorting in the house at the moment, so everything's chaos as always. So I'm going to pop him away. Thank you so much for watching. If you do enjoy my videos, please like, subscribe, share. You know how to do it. And if you do want to see them more often, whether it be my doll videos or my crochet videos, just click on that little notification bell and it will let you know when I've actually put a new video on. I know I'm a little bit hit and miss, but I get there eventually. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye for now. I need to do some photos. I'm saying bye-bye for now, and I'm still talking. I need to get some photos done as well of this guy. So I'll pop some photos on the end so you can have a proper look at him sort of posing about. So I will see you soon. Bye-bye for now.